Imagine not getting into college because of something you posted online when you were, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years old, or being denied a job because of a Facebook post when you were just 14. Some say it isn't fair. That's why Republican Congressman Joe Barton and Democratic Congressman Ed Markey have introduced the Do Not Track Kids Act, which keeps web companies from tracking the information of children and teens, and they join us today from our nation's capital. Guys, thank you very much for joining us.
Come on.
Glad to be on your show.
Congressman Markey, what would this bill do?
Well, it says that there has to be consent that is given before companies start to collect information about children, that the companies can't market back to these children, creating a behavioral profile of who the child is, how old they are, what their sex is, what their interests are, and finally, that there's an erase button, that the parents or the kids can just erase all of this information, so that when something you did when you're age 13 doesn't come back to haunt you when you're 18 or 19.
Congressman Barton, we all agree that the internet is a wonderful thing when used properly, and when parents keep an eye on their kids. But the way these search engines and the way people can track our kids is scary, isn't it?
I have a 6-year-old son down in Texas named Jack, and I hope he's watching right now. Good morning, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I couldn't spell internet when I was 6, and my little boy knows how to use it, knows how to surf the web. I mean, he's not unusual, and I just think as a parent that the parents should be able to protect the right of their children, and children should be able to go on the internet with parental supervision without wondering about what kind of cookie is tracking them.
That's right.
And without being subject to the predatory practices that some unscrupulous people of the internet are capable of using.
And Congressman, it's for kids like Jack. Why a Democrat and a Republican are appearing on this program today to push for it to be brought to the forefront there at the House, right?
That's right. A liberal Democrat from Massachusetts and a conservative Republican from Texas. But, this is one area where we just have to create a safety zone, a place where all kids can go and know that it's not going to come back to haunt them.
Congressman Barton, this is important legislation. It needs to be brought up by the House Republican leadership, doesn't it?
I think so. We first have to get it marked up in the Energy and Commerce Committee that Ed and I both serve on, and Chairman Upton and Subcommittee Chairwoman Mary Bono Mack are both aware of this bill. They're both generally supportive, but as of yet, we don't have a commitment to move it, and hopefully we will.
Well, maybe they're watching, and maybe they'll get off the mark, and we can try to protect our kids as much as we can. Congressman Markey and Barton, we thank you very much for joining us from the Bureau today.
Thanks for having us on.
You bet.
Next time, put me to the right of Mr. Markey, not the left.
Oh, it bothered you. Oh, that's right. Look at you. You're on the left. You're on the right. Oops. Thanks, guys.